What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of Exploring Planet Earl. It's me, it's Cheese, and I wanted to say real quick, I wanted to start this video off and just say thank you so much to everybody that's been watching these videos, to everybody that's been um, liking them, that's been subscribing to the channel, that's been commenting on them. You guys have been incredible. You guys, I I'm speechless. I really am. I mean, not quite, because I'm rambling right now. But I did actually make like a little community post recently. It's the first time that I've really used like the post function on YouTube. So I made this like little community post. If you're interested, please go check it out. It just basically says, like a little bit about me and my wife Earl, and how we've both been kind of streaming and doing stuff on YouTube for a minute and on Twitch. And just saying, thank you to everybody that has been watching the recent videos, that's been here along the way. We got some old timers that have been, not old timers really, but some OG fans that have been on here for a minute, and we love you all. We love all of you, and we are very appreciative of all of your support and all of your viewership. So thank you all so much. And as an added bonus, if you go check out that post, I made a little meme. So you can actually see a meme that I made all by myself. And you can take it too if you want it. And you can use it yourself. Um, so yeah, we are back in East Village. We have been in East Village. And actually since we left off last time, I actually finished some renovations in an area down here. We now have a yellow set of apartments. So I was working on this whole area off camera. I think I started by digging this whole area out. I had this whole this used to be, just regular um little kind of it's like gross cobblestone rooms that were just, bedrooms. Since then I've expanded them out a little bit, so they're nice, a little bit more spacious. They have nice flooring and brick walls, and they're yellow. I like the color schemes. I like the solid colors just because I don't know, I feel like it does a good job of, breaking everything. I think I've used that same terminology a lot, like breaking up textures. But then also like to signify like where you are kind of, this is the yellow buildings. We have purple, and then we have blue all the way up here, and then we have white all the way down there. And then I think at some point I'm gonna do red as well. Also, goodness gracious, everybody's in the library. We're all in the library. It's so funny. Um, but yeah, so at some point I want to do, like red walls over here and do like a red apartment section. But for right now, we have the yellow section. Now check it out. This is the base. Like this is, down here in the underground. Now I had this brilliant idea when I was doing this to raise it up and to actually make a second layer on top of this layer. So I did just that. And actually, it comes all the way out of the ground and all the way out of the side of, this kind of underground area. And it's actually like a full-fledged house, like a set of apartments. And they're just kind of butt up against the caves, against like this underground area, which I think is kind of charming. Like you have this whole underground spot. They still have windows and everything, um, even over here, And so they have this, nice area in here. But then just as well, you can walk up here, and there's a whole set of apartments up here. Sorry. Um, but yeah, check it all out. I'll tell you what, he's having a little trouble with the wheat. Also, I don't want this. You take it. You don't want it? Okay. Okay, whatever. I'll take it. But yeah, so when I was putting this together, I was kind of hesitant about like the layering, like the size, because like look at it. It's a little bit kind of recessed into the ground over here. And I thought it would really mess things up. Um, but I kind of like it just because it's kind of like quirky. I don't know, it's kind of goofy. Yeah, it's kind of a fun design. It makes me think of like, you see apartment style stuff like this sometimes where like basically, like the door for whatever reason is just lower than oh look, and they actually go through them. So it actually works. But yeah, so like, it's just a little bit lower than, where it's supposed to be. Oh, look. Yeah, see, he used the stairs and everything, and he's pushing his friend. I love that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it looked good. I thought it looked kind of cool. It is a little bit wonky, but I feel like you see this stuff in real life anyway. Just like I like to imagine it's basically just where they've kind of made like a little retaining wall, if you will, right here, and then there's just steps leading down to like a slightly lowered area. So yeah, this is the new set of apartments. And then while I was doing this, I had this similar idea of this design, but over on this far side. So let me move over here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So actually, first let's go underground. And just to reiterate, we have can't go that way. We have these apartment complexes over here too. We have white and blue. Blue is obviously, I mean, I'm just gonna, it's not gonna, I'm not gonna change it or anything right now. Um, if anything, I don't really know if I can. I guess I could try to expand blue at some point. But the main contestant for this, I think, is going to be the set of a white, the excuse me, the blah blah blah, the white apartments over here. These guys are in a nice location as well, right here on this cliff, or on this, kind of like the far side of this underground complex, and they're right here where there's a big incline, and it slopes down into this like kind of lower area. But it's right here, we're right above those apartments right now, and there's nothing, as you can see, just these two trees. Now, likely, or just as well, we have this house right here and this house right here, which are both made of the white terracotta or whatever. So my idea is, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bust down these houses. We're gonna take this white terracotta and we're going to excavate this area out down here. You know, go ahead and um, do like we did last time. Just take that whole area out and build apartments up here, and then use that same terracotta to remake these apartments, make them all white, and that way I can kind of do this too. I can incorporate like that bed and that bed into this apartment complex, and then even have maybe like one or two more rooms that I can then what do we have? One, two, three, four, five. Probably four rooms. So if I take those two houses and then maybe two more, maybe another two beds that I can probably take from like the far side over there and move this way. Because the more I'm thinking about it, like, so let's go back over this way. Well, okay, let's go back over this way and talk all along the way, because we have these like job buildings over here, and they're all like a stone brick. So you go inside, and we have cauldrons, and we have the smokers. You just leave that open. They'll go through those doors. They'll close them themselves. But yeah, so like we have all these job locations over here. Maybe what we should do is like this area right here. I might actually, and then subsequently right here. Here's another little job area. I might take this and this area and actually convert this all into workspace and do workspace over here. And that way I can move these beds out of the way. And two of these beds could then come, to the other side into those apartment complexes. If I can make four rooms, I think I can. We'll see. But then just as well, here's another thing that I've been thinking about. And also, let me make sure that it's nice and lit up. It should be fine, but just to be safe. Um, so like you can see, we just have these random wooden panels on the floors right here, right? So this is all where bedrooms were before we knocked down these walls. And then we've slowly moved these bedrooms out, like some of these rooms that are above us right now. These have all been um, like, added on. And then, with the new space that we created, we've moved these beds out so that now we have this huge space in the middle. I think what I want to do here is almost maybe do like a merchant shop, like area, like a like a market area, basically. I have a market in a lot of the other town builds that I've done, like a farmer's market. There's a farmer's market in Cheeseville. There's a market, like a tiny little, well, there's two little market areas in Copper Island. And then there's a couple others like that. This would be a perfect spot for like an underground little market area. So that might be what we're gonna have to do with this area. So let's do this. Let's go back this way. It is getting towards the end of the video, guys, unfortunately. So let's do this. Oh, sorry. Drop the mic. Or drop the mic. The mouse. Just dropping the mic, mic drop. Um, so let's do this. We're going to end the video in a minute, but first I'm going to just kind of size up where. Oh gosh. Oh my lord. That was loud. That was really loud. Hang on. I actually gotta go check now. What the heck? Oh my stars. That almost sounded like here, you know what? I gotta fly up. That almost sounded like a skeleton horse spawning. That'd be crazy if there was another skeleton horse trap. You know? Not particularly. Hmm. Let's just kind of go right around here real quick. And then I don't know if I've explained this before. I mean, I'm sure I have on another video with East Village, but like right now, the building that we're on top of. Ooh, ouch. This is my own creation. It's a villager version of a outpost, like an illager outpost. So like I like to imagine like, in the lore of the game, this would be like, an outpost that the villagers built, with the similar technology to the pillagers, you know. Um because why would only pillagers have outposts, you know? Maybe East Village started out as an outpost. Maybe this was originally just the site of this outpost. They had a really nice vantage point, and then a town, just kind of formed underneath this hill. So I like having this thing all the way up here. It's funny actually. Generation wise, there was a house up here at one point. That's why you have this little landing right here. See how it has like a little kind of protrusion, if you will. This used to be a villager house right here, and I actually just dismantled the entire house and then I moved it. I can't remember which one it was. I want to say it was that one actually. I literally took it piece by piece and moved it down here, and then I built this instead because I thought this would be a really cool feature. And I didn't want the Minecraft like the villager houses all the way up here on top of the hill because they just can't get to them. They just can't. They don't. They're not that good at that kind of stuff. Ooh, leather. This is all you guys are good for. I just want your leather. Thank you so much. I like that he does not care at all. He does not care at all that I just murdered his 2 llamas. Yeah, I know. I took the leather and everything, and the leads. Yeah, I have both. He's like just unfazed. Okay, now let's go ahead and start wrapping it up. So yeah, I'll dig in this way. This will be easier. That yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, I will go ahead and start wrapping it up here and just say thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I wanted to say thank you for subscribing if you did. There are, I think right now actually I'm about at 80-20 on the subscribe to non-subscribe viewership. So 80% are not subscribed. So if you're watching this right now and you're not subscribed and you liked what you saw, go ahead and subscribe. That will only help you out in the long run because there is plenty more coming down the pipeline. So subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Bye.